I groggily woke up to find myself in a great cavern of flesh. A waterfall of memories rinsed my dry psyche. I remembered the scaly beast that consumed me, its jagged teeth, its wide jaw, and its ghastly, luminescent eyes. Suddenly, the walls of flesh that encompassed me glowed yellow as dark marks began to paint the walls. A pipe fell into my hands as a hole began to tear into the center of the room. From that hole, a scaly, fleshy, praying mantis crawled out, screeching trepidation into the cavern. The marks began to disappear. The timer had started. The first trial had begun. I tried to climb up the pillar of flesh as the mantis marched towards me. Refuge was upon that pillar for so long as the mantis tore the pillar from the ground. Eventually cornered, I released my only option: fight back. The second I brought up the pipe, the mantis flinched in fear. I was in control. I swung down and crushed its head into a pulp. The marks had decreased into nothing as the walls flashed green. I had completed the first trial. Out of the walls, two skeletons emerged. Looking down on them, I realized what they meant. They were the ones who failed. The marks set back into place. The walls glowed orange. The second trial. Snakes with fish scales and needle teeth viewed my fear through their goat eyes as they emerged from the hole. Guns, knives, and bats showered from the tendered ceiling. The marks evaporated into orange as I pushed my mental and physical boundaries onto the purge the creatures. The opportunity to refuse soon hung by a thread, as the pillars were overrun by the sea of snakes. I launched myself onto one of the tendon drills of the ceiling, attempting to evade the great pit. The protection of the tendril provided me snapped with the tendril itself, feeding me to peril. Yet, instead of scales, I felt mush. The timer had finished. The walls flashed green. This time, 4 skeletons emerged. The walls turned red as I prepared for the worst. A whimper silently ran through my ears. I looked to the hole to catch a sight of a small boy, shakily crawling from the pit. Weapons hailed from the ceiling as I looked to the pipe in my grasp. Did I have to kill him? I slowly approached the boy, raising the pipe in my hand as I did. Yet something held me back. My instinctive empathy pushed against my arm. I couldn't kill him. I released my weapon before taking a seat by the boy. As the timer ticked down, I comforted the boy, sealed my eyelids, and embraced my fate. My eyes opened to the flood of the hazy green color of the walls. I won? The boy turned to me, giving me a warm smile before melting into mush. As he did so, hundreds of skeletons, waves of bones surfaced from the walls. The failures.